Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hai, berjumpa kembali dalam materi pelajaran bahasa Inggris kelas 12 bersama saya Miss Ika tentunya. Kali ini kita akan membahas materi non-finite adverbial clause. Pada pertemuan sebelumnya kita sudah membahas finite adverbial clause. Ya, masih ingat ya? Kemarin finite adverbial clause, sekarang non-finite adverbial clause. Kita awali dengan pengertian. Apa itu non-finite adverbial clause? Ya, non-finite adverbial clause merupakan klausa adverbia yang tidak memperlihatkan jenis tense yang digunakannya. Klausa ini dapat kita pahami berdasarkan konteks. Nah, ya, lebih jelasnya perhatikan 3 contoh kalimat berikut. I had something to eat before leaving. I had something to eat before leaving. Feeling tired, I went to bed early. Feeling tired, I went to bed early. He hurt his arm while playing basket. He hurt his arm while playing basket. Perhatikan kata yang dicetak merah ya. I had something to eat before leaving. Feeling tired, I went to bed early. He hurt his arm while playing basket. Oke ya, sebelumnya kita lihat kembali contoh kalimat dengan finite adverbial clause yang pernah kita bahas di pertemuan sebelumnya ya. Perhatikan klausa yang dicetak merah ya. Wherever I go, I will always remember you. Wherever I go, I will always remember you. Wherever I go merupakan finite adverbial clause karena wherever I go atau klausa wherever I go terdiri dari unsur klausa yang lengkap, yaitu ada subjek yaitu I dan kata kerja go serta menunjukkan tenses tertentu. Ya, oke, kalimat lengkapnya wherever I go, I will always remember you. Ya, wherever I go merupakan finite adverbial clause. Ya, sementara I will always remember you merupakan main clause. Ya, jadi kalimat ini merupakan sebuah kalimat yang lengkap ya. Kemanapun aku pergi, aku akan selalu mengingat kamu. Ya, kemanapun aku pergi, aku akan selalu mengingatmu. Wherever I go is a finite adverbial clause. Oke, ya sekarang kita bandingkan ya. Ya, ada 2 buah kalimat. Ya, perhatikan klausa yang dicetak merah. I had something to eat before I left. Dan I had something to eat before leaving. Oke, menurut kalian ya, mana klausa yang menurut kalian merupakan finite adverbial clause atau mempunyai unsur klausa yang lengkap serta menunjukkan tenses tertentu? Ya, before I left. Ya, before I left ya, sudah ada kata before sebagai subordinate conjunctionnya, ada subjek I dan juga ada kata kerja left. I left merupakan bentuk klausa dalam tenses past simple ya. Left merupakan bentuk lampu atau kata kerja kedua dari kata kerja leave. Nah, sekarang bagaimana dengan contoh yang kedua? I had something to eat before leaving. Before leaving tidak memiliki unsur klausa yang lengkap, makanya dikatakan atau disebut dengan non-finite adverbial clause. Oke, ya. Non-finite adverbial clause with ing clauses. Nah, sekarang kita akan fokus ke non-finite adverbial clause dengan menggunakan klausa ing or ing clauses. Oke. A clause is a part of a sentence. Some sentences have 2 clauses. Klausa merupakan bagian dari sebuah kalimat. Beberapa kalimat ya memiliki 2 klausa. Ya, beberapa kalimat ya malah ada yang lebih ya. Kayak ini contohnya yang ada kalimat yang memiliki 2 klausa. Oke, feeling tired, I went to bed early. Feeling tired, I went to bed early. Oke, klausa yang pertama feeling tired dan klausa yang kedua I went to bed early yang merupakan klausa utama ya. Main clause-nya I went to bed early. In this sentence, I went to bed early is the main clause, meanwhile feeling tired is the ing clauses. Ya, okay, feeling tired, I went to bed early. So do you think why did I go to bed early? Yes, feeling tired. Okay. When 2 things happen at the same time, you can use ing for one of the verbs. The main clause usually comes first. Oke, apabila ada 2 hal atau peristiwa terjadi bersamaan, kita dapat menggunakan ing untuk salah satu kata kerjanya. Klausa utama atau main clause biasanya disimpan di awal kalimat. Oke, kita lihat ya. Oke, mana yang awal kalimat? Klausa utamanya ya. Oke, she was sitting in an armchair reading a book. She was sitting in an armchair reading a book. Oke, klausa utamanya she was sitting in an armchair reading a book merupakan non-finite adverbial clause-nya. Ya, ya. Oke, it means that she was sitting and she was reading. Ya, dia sedang duduk di kursi goyang sambil membaca buku. Ya, she was sitting in an armchair reading a book. Okay, the second sentence. I ran out of the house shouting. I ran out of the house shouting. So what do you think? What do you think I did when I ran out the house? Kira-kira ketika saya lari keluar rumah, apa lagi yang saya kerjakan? Atau apa lagi yang saya lakukan? Shouting. Ya. Okay, I ran out of the house shouting has the same meaning as I was shouting when I ran out the house. Ya. Oke, jadi saya keluar rumah sambil berteriak. Oke, ada dua peristiwa ya, lari keluar rumah dan juga berteriak. Oke, we also use ing when one action happens during another. Use ing for the longer action. Oke, kita juga bisa menggunakan ing untuk menyatakan satu kejadian yang terjadi selama kejadian yang lain sedang berlangsung atau pada saat kejadian lain sedang berlangsung. Use ing for the longer action. Ya, kata ing digunakan untuk action atau peristiwa yang durasinya lebih lama. The longer action is the second part of the sentence, dan action yang lebih lama atau peristiwa yang lebih lama merupakan bagian kedua dari kalimat tersebut. Jim hurt his arm while playing basket. Ya, oke, Jim hurt his arm while playing basket. Jadi kita lihat ya, ing merupakan action yang lebih lama, the longer action. Jim hurt his arm while playing basket. Lengan Jim terluka ketika sedang bermain basket. Okay, so we can also say Jim hurt his arm while he was playing basket. Okay, number 2. Be careful when crossing the road. Be careful when crossing the road. It has the same meaning as be careful when you are crossing the road. Ya, ada dua action ya. Oke, yang pertama be careful and crossing the road. Be careful when crossing the road. Do you think you should be careful when crossing the road? Yes, of course. Oke, ya, harus hati-hati saat menyeberang jalan. Oke, next. When one action happens before one another, you can use having plus done. Done here means the past participle atau kata kerja ketiga. Ya, oke, saya ulangi lagi ya. When one action happens before one action, we can use having done for the first action. Ketika suatu peristiwa terjadi sebelum peristiwa lain, kita dapat menggunakan having ditambah kata kerja ketiga untuk peristiwa yang pertama. Ya, having ditambah kata kerja ketiga untuk peristiwa yang pertama, baru peristiwa yang lain. Oke, contohnya, having found a hotel, they looked for somewhere to have dinner. Having found a hotel, they looked for somewhere to have dinner. Setelah menemukan hotel, mereka mencari tempat untuk makan malam. Jadi, cari dulu hotel, ketemu hotelnya, kemudian baru cari makan malam. Oke. Contoh kedua, having finished our work, we went home. Setelah menyelesaikan pekerjaan, kami pun pulang. Jadi kami pulang, ya menyelesaikan dua pekerjaan dong, baru pulang. Oke, having finished our work, we went home. You can also say after in, ya. Oke, kita juga bisa menyatakan dengan menggunakan after. Ya, artinya sama kan? After finishing our work, we went home. Setelah menyelesaikan pekerjaan, kami pulang. If the second action happens immediately after the first, you can use the simple ing form. Lihat ya, apabila kejadian kedua ya terjadi tiba-tiba sesudah aktivitas yang pertama, kita gunakan simple ing form. Okay. Taking a key out of his pocket, he opened the door. Taking a key out of his pocket, he opened the door. Ya, jadi jadi sebelum dia buka pintu apa dulu? Jadi pas sesudah dia mengambil kunci dari sakunya, ia pun membuka pintu. It means that he could not open the door without the key. Is it right? Ya. Taking a key out of his pocket, he opened the door. This structure is mainly used in written English ya. Struktur kalimat ini biasa kita temukan dalam bahasa tulis. Saya ikuti ya. And next, you can also use an in clause. You can also use an in clause to explain something or to say why someone did something. In clause, to explain something or to say why someone did something. Jadi kita bisa menggunakan klausa ing untuk menerangkan sesuatu atau untuk menyatakan atau mengapa seseorang melakukan sesuatu. The ing clause usually come first. Nah, biasanya klausa ingnya ada di awal kalimat. Feeling tired, I went to bed early. Why did I go to bed early? Yes, because I felt tired. Karena lelah, saya pun tidur lebih awal. Biasanya jam 9, mungkin saya sudah tidur jam setengah 8, for example. Okay, the next sentence. Being unemployed, he hasn't got much money. Why hasn't he got much money? Because he was unemployed. Kenapa dia tidak bisa dapat uang yang banyak? Karena dia tidak bekerja alias menganggur. Not having a car, she finds it difficult to get around. Why does he find it difficult to get around? Because she doesn't have a car. Ya, karena tidak punya mobil, dia susah pergi kemana-mana. Okay, last sentence. Having already seen the film twice, I don't want to go to the cinema. Okay, why didn't I want to go to the cinema? Yes, because I had already seen that film twice. Ya, kenapa saya tidak pergi ke bioskop untuk nonton film itu? Karena saya sudah nonton filmnya 2 kali. Misalnya di bioskopnya masih tayang dan saya sudah nonton 2 kali, diajak teman. I didn't want to go. Why? Because I had already seen the film twice. Ya, karena saya sudah menonton 2 kali. Okay, can you follow me so far? Now try this. Ya, okay, you are asked to combine 2 sentences into one sentence using non-finite adverbial clause, ya. Oke, kalian diminta untuk menulis kembali ya dengan cara menggabungkan 2 buah kalimat yang ada menjadi sebuah kalimat dengan menggunakan non-finite adverbial clause, ya. Oke, yang pakai ing clause ya. Oke, number 1. Jim was lying on the bed. She was crying. What was Jill doing instead of lying on the bed? Ya, selain dia di kamar di atas tempat tidur. What was she doing? She was not sleeping, I think. She was crying. So, what would be the sentence? Yeah, Jim was lying on the bed. She was crying. The second sentence. The old man was walking along the street. He was talking to himself. The old man was walking along the street. He was talking to himself. Okay. Number 3. Jim was playing tennis. He hurt his arm. Ingat tadi ya, Jim was playing tennis. He hurt his arm. And number 4, ya, observe carefully. The boy was crossing the road. He was knocked over. The boy was crossing the road. He was knocked over. Anak laki-laki itu sedang menyeberang jalan dan dia tertabrak. Oke, kira-kira mana action yang has longer action? And which one is the immediate action? Ya, mana yang tiba-tiba terjadi, mana pula yang merupakan action yang lebih lama. Okay, can you do that? Okay, if you are finished, let's check the answer. Okay, number 1. Jill was lying on the bed crying. Okay, Jill was lying on the bed crying. Jadi dia berbaring di atas tempat tidurnya, tidak tidur, tapi dia sedang menangis. So, have you ever done so? Huh? Girls, maybe? Have you ever done this? You lie on the bed, but you're not sleeping. You're crying. Okay, number 2. The old man was walking along the street talking to himself. The old man was walking along the street talking to himself. Okay, and number 3. Jim hurt his arm while playing tennis, or Jim hurt his arm playing tennis. And number 4. The boy was knocked over crossing the road, or the boy was knocked over while crossing the road. Jadi, anak laki-laki itu tertabrak saat menyeberang jalan. So be careful when you cross the road. Okay? Be careful when crossing the road. Okay? Look around. If you think the road is empty and it is safe for you to cross the road, just cross the road. Okay? Okay. I think that's all for ing clause non-finite adverbial clause. Now, observe the following sentences. I have some sentences here, and you are to observe the sentences. And Do you find any non-finite adverbial clauses here? Ya, silakan amati ketiga kalimat di bawah ini. Apakah kalian menemukan non-finite adverbial clauses di sini? Okay, number 1. In spite of the rain, we enjoyed our holiday. In spite of the rain, we enjoyed our holiday. Okay, masih ingat ini di pelajaran yang contrastive conjunction kemarin di semester pertama kalau tidak salah ya. Okay, number 2. Helped by local volunteers, staff at the museum have spent many years sorting and cataloging more than 100,000 photographs. Helped by local volunteers, staff of the museum have spent many years sorting and cataloging more than 100,000 photographs. Okay, the last sentence is, by the end of the day, although exhausted, Mark didn't feel quite as tired as he had in the past. By the end of the day, although exhausted, Mark didn't feel quite as tired as he had in the past. Okay, so if you find any non-finite adverbial clause, leave your answer in the comment. Okay, and now this is our quote for today. Success is an overnight. It is when every day you get a little better than the day before. All adds up, by Dwayne Johnson. Okay, I think that's all for today. Thank you for watching. See you next, and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bye-bye.